Okay, so here is a cue card response a student sent me, and I have put it under the IELTS speaking correction section. So, a friend who speaks a lot or talks a lot, you can find it over here on the website, the speaking correction section. So, I've just given a few samples of how students need to improve. So, what the student has done is he has sent me an audio that I've put over here, and I have created a transcript. The italics part is the transcripts part, and the gray color, the dark gray color, is the student's writing, and I've corrected it as if it was an essay. Um, Writing and speaking are pretty much the same. The almost same principles are followed. Um, so if you go to this page, and I pasted the link below this YouTube video. So the question is, talk about a friend who speaks or talks too much. This is an August 2018 question. Please say who that person is, what is his or her relationship to you, and what does he or she usually talk about or speaks about. So you can listen to the student's response as well, and the video will appear over here. I will just paste the link here, and if you go to the page, you will see the video here. The transcript I've typed. So the question at the point I want to highlight here is the student has adequately answered part one, who that person is. So that's a friend Gaurav, and the student has sufficiently explained who that person is. So there is some tense mistake, but I'm not taking it too seriously since the repetition was not made. The second part, your relationship with that person, with this person. So the student has adequately explained this, that they were roommates and they were in the same course. Not the same course, but when he was engaged in the university, was enrolled in the university, they were roommates for a good part of 5 years. The problem is with the third part of the question. Now here is the place where the student seems to have not done the brainstorming during the 1 minute session, and that's why I emphasize um, very frequently that you must brainstorm the ideas during the 1 minute in order to effectively deliver your response. So what student has done is the third part of the question is, what does he or she usually talk about? And the student has not explained what does he or she usually talk about. The friend Gaurav um, doesn't, he has not explained what Gaurav talks about. He has simply switched to that he's a compassionate, sagacious, intriguing person, and he was in the limelight in the college, and blah blah blah. He cooks really good food. Who cares? The question is this: what does he usually talk about? So there can be numerous things, and you need to brainstorm during the 1 minute to effectively deliver it. Perhaps he talks about economics or engineering or politics. Perhaps here he talks about culinary things, things related to food industry. So he talks about various cakes, various drinks he makes. Perhaps he wants to become a bartender. Okay, so perhaps he talks about the Chinese dishes that Indians are not aware of, or the Russian dishes that Indians are not aware of. So some exotic dishes. Okay, you can also mention about economics, and that he talks about the various financial situations prevailing in the country, the inequality, poverty, and you have to briefly mention them. Then secondly, he talks about engineering. So he's a versatile personality who talks about various topics of current affairs, prevailing interest in engineering, for how to make an engine more efficient, how to make machines more efficient. Perhaps talks about politics, about the statements of various political parties, or Donald Trump, President of the United States, really crazy statements. He discusses them, and he talks about political rallies, various ideologies. So there are a number of things that you can come up to answer the third part of the question. And the purpose of this video was to emphasize that this part is out of context. So he does a lot of things, but the student has not answered what does he talk about. Okay. The closing sentence, what should have been, even my friends and teachers always suggested him that he should not talk too much. and he should control this habit. So that's fine if this is the closing sentence. Um, but the student missed the third part of the question. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this helped some of you to realize the importance of the 1 minute in planning an effective response. Thank you for watching.